What do you got?
I think I can prove to a judge that both of these men had the mens rea.
What the hell is the mens rea?
It's a legal term the lawyers use. It just means the intention to commit a crime.
Okay, come on, let's go.
Mens rea?
Put the cuffs on him.
How could we have gotten mens rea? We take blood? Can you do it without taking blood? We both use condoms. How is this possible? I want to see a doctor. Can I have an independent blood test?
Money!
I feel sick.
What are you doing?
Mens rea! Oh! Oh! My God!
Who was it? Who could it possibly be? Was it, oh, I don't know. Satan?
Hey, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. Whoever you are, whatever you're doing, whoever you're doing it with, however many times you've done it, however many more times you're going to do it, however good it feels, why you're even doing it in the first place. I'm just glad you're all doing it right here in front of me on my little channel I call Legal Vices because I'm clever that way and I think of these creative names. So, hey, let's hit the ground running because miracle of miracles. Anyway, we have everybody here. We're ready to go. And let's see how many more times I can say before we start, shall we? It's like a drinking game. Every time I say take a drink. Speaking of drinks, no cocktail today. I'm bushed. I'm tired. We had a great day. We'll talk a little bit about that. I'm just slurping down some Kirkland Isla single malt Scotch whiskey, which happens to be best I can tell from Lafroig. So that's just kind of what we're doing. Drink of the day, Kirkland Isla single malt Scotch, probably Lafroig. All right, without further ado, as the French say, because I'm sure that's exactly how you French people pronounce it. Let's bring them on in the order that they appeared. Aussie Overlord, what's up?
G'day, g'day.
Megan Fox, what's up?
Hey.
Chandler Remington, welcome. All right, there we go. Got that out of the way. How are we all doing today, everybody?
Excellent.
It's
just hit 5 past midnight. I'm puffy-eyed and brilliant.
I'm awake, if that counts.
You're more Bush than Amber Heard. Anyway,
Ooh.
I don't know what that means, but yeah, anyway.
Oh, also, yeah. I just saw that chat come through. What was the name on that sauce that got sent to you?
The name on the sauce that got sent to me?
Yeah, remember how you were
Sorry,
confused?
I didn't understand that Australian. Can you try again? Did you the hell did you just say?
John Gordon in chat. Pick up the member chat.
Oh, well.
Something about a sauce. I'm not looking at chat.
John Gordon, member for 8 months. I sent something to your mailing address in Florida. Do you know when you're going to get those items? John
ominous.
Gordon.
Ominous something.
No,
what is the something?
Oh,
John?
no, I know what the something is. But John Gordon made a very, very fatal error in his sending of his something to my mailing address in Florida.
You put the cocaine inside the turtle instead of on top of the turtle.
No, he addressed the letter to John Gordon. It came to me as, and I had no idea that it came to me as to John Gordon.
Oh boy!
So, because that's not my mail. No, because that's not my mailing name, which is Jeff or Jeff Legal Vices. I'm definitely not John Gordon on any records they have. It came in as to John Gordon. They said, "Oh, I guess you didn't order this bottle of ketchup."
Oh no.
So they took it out of my box and canceled it and probably sent it back to where whence it came from. So got you there.
I think he did that on purpose because he wanted to keep the ketchup for himself.
Could have been.
That's what I do when I'm buying presents for myself. It'll be like, to Chandler, from Chandler. Love Chandler.
Well, shit, says John Gordon.
I just love that Vice's message. I love that Vice's message where he's like, my sauce now, bitch.
Yeah. Yep. They're like, you're not John Gordon, but you got some mail to John Gordon. I said, yep, you're absolutely right. I'm not John Gordon. They said, okay. No more ketchup for you.
It's my alias sometimes. I go by that, in my secret agent life.
Yeah,
Right?
so there
Total
you
secret
go.
agent name. Yeah.
Now, had it been addressed to Jeff or Legal Vices and sent to my box at the link below, then I would be the proud owner of Ketchup. But it would actually sit there for a very long time because to make it economical, you have to send them in batches. Otherwise, the shipping for the bottle of ketchup would have been about $37. So you wait until you have enough to justify sending it. So you keep. They tell you what they have, and they tell you who it was addressed to and where it came from. So, sorry, John Gordon. See, this would have been a different story altogether if you would have said, "Hey, I'm sending you something to your box. Be on the lookout." And then we went, "Oh, John Gordon." So, anyway, curses foiled again. We spent the morning with Hayden. Well, my morning and their evening. Well, Hayden's at my morning, Hayden's afternoon, and Chandler's evening with Solomon Anderson on a Zachariah Anderson catch-up stream with Nick Rekieta, and we saw Megan was sad that she wasn't invited.
Yes, I was very sad. It was very sad.
It was evening for Chandler. It was Chandler's evening.
I wasn't invited. That's okay.
Yeah. Megan felt sad. But
I'm
we did
totally
it.
fine with it, Beth. Don't worry about it.
Well, John Gordon.
Kidding.
Just kidding. I had lots of laundry to do last night anyway, so I was very busy folding underwear.
In case you were concerned, please read John Gordon's chat at the bottom of the screen.
Well, shit.
That's all right. I thought we were friends, but I guess some are closer than others. It's all right.
Yeah.
So unapologetic. Yeah.
No, we had the Zachariah Anderson wrongful conviction day stream. Go back and check that out. It was a great stream.
It's not like I know anything about wrongful or convictions or false allegations.
Yeah.
Nothing at all. I'm not the expert who wrote the book on it, but that's okay, Jeff. It's all right. Maybe next time.
Well, the last thing that we needed to make sure that a stream goes according to plan and in my definite fixed 2-hour time frame is you, Ozzy, Chandler, myself, and Nick Rekieta in one stream.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
I
exactly
feel like,
how you.
how come I'm the problem child in this scenario, though?
You're not.
No, it was just he had a maximum level of craziness.
I'm the one not there.
The whole stream, the whole stream was for the purpose of getting Nick up to speed, so he could have Solomon Anderson on his stream.
Yes.
Yoda seems to have awakened.
Yeah, but
the Yoda has awakened.
I would have loved your input, Megan, because I know that you interviewed Solomon and you had him on your channel.
Yeah.
I loved the stream that you did with him. I thought it was really great, and I actually learned some things from that stream. So I really loved your interview with him. And for anybody who hasn't seen that, you should go check that out on Megan's channel because she's remonetized, and you can go send her super thanks.
Oh, you just
for that.
spoiled it.
Oh, damn it. Sorry.
Solomon's great, by the way. Solomon was one of the best interviews I've had. And frankly, it depends on the interviewee, how an interview goes, because some people don't have the ability to really answer questions. But he's a guy who has a lot of knowledge, a lot of passion, a lot of, righteous indignation. And he's always good to listen to.
He's very well spoken. Yeah.
Not to mention that voice. Jeez. Made for radio, that guy.
And things went according to plan because Nick's up to speed now, and he said he'll have him on to get more in depth and to talk more about it and get it more widely distributed, the story. So the mission was accomplished, but Hayden is the only one that heard the story because Chandler won't take my calls.
That's not true. Oh, I did miss a phone call from you. Yeah.
Yes, you did.
That's right. He called you at 3 a.m. I got to sleep in, so then he called me after the stream was done, so you could sleep in. So it all worked well.
I was talking to my mother. She's a very important person. I was. I swear. You can ask her.
No, so what happened is I had this 2-hour deadline. A group of friends were going out to watch a baseball game. And so one of the last home season home games of the season. Everybody had this big plan. We're all going to go out. We're going to leave at exactly 12 so we can get to the ballpark, get everything settled in, get everything. And I made them wait in the parking lot for an hour and 15 minutes because our 2-hour deadline went 3 hours.
Holy shit. Hang on. Let's not skip over the fact that there's baseball in South Korea. How small are the strike zones?
That's racist.
Here we go. Deliberately racist.
YouTube Human Observer.
Oh, that's egregious.
YouTube Human Observer. I disavow that comment. Shame on him. Go take it out on his channel.
Oh, there Hayden goes with his Mexican accents, trying to get each stream, demonetized.
I totally
bang up
disavow
job.
him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My friends are bigger assholes than YouTube, because you know how when you go down and you go to reach for the door handle and your friends will pull forward like a couple of feet and stop, and then you reach for it again, they pull forward a little bit more, and eventually they let you in. They waited for an hour and 15 minutes. I got near the door handle and they just drove off. they just drove away and left me there.
I mean, honestly, serves you right, Jeff.
Oh yeah, I did. I made them wait for an hour and 15 minutes, and they just took off. So yeah, I had to go up and get my keys and drive myself to the baseball dive and talk to Hayden on the way there. Thank you, Hayden, for answering the phone. I like you most.
He's the golden child today.
Did anybody happen to bring up that awful Lindsay Hill on your false accusation stream last night? Because that's a huge story I'm going to write about.
Was that the story everybody kept tagging me?
Trevor Bauer,
I didn't have time to look at
the baseball player who was falsely accused of. This bitch set him up from the beginning on text messages with another MLB player, going to get the bag, and he's worth $51 million. And how are you going to do it? She says, "I'm going to get Daddy to choke me out." Holy shit! This is why, guys, listen. I have said this from the beginning. When women ask you, when weirdos that you pick up in bars ask you to do weird shit like choke them and be violent, the answer is always no, and run the other direction. Because
especially if you're a baseball player worth $51 million.
Holy cow. There are people out there who are actually actively trying to ruin your life. And he's still suspended from baseball.
No, not anymore. He got the longest suspension in baseball history at almost 2 full seasons. He appealed it. It got nailed down to just about 1 full season without pay. Then he was reinstated because he won, and that's when the Dodgers said, "Well, we have to reinstate him." All right, he's fired, and now he's playing in Japan.
It's so wrong.
Yeah.
It's so wrong. And that woman, she will not face a single day in jail, and she needs it. She needs the chair, frankly. But if we can't do that, she should definitely be in jail. And if we can't put her in jail, she should be on a sex offender registry, and she should have to go to her neighbors' houses and tell them that she's a sex offender. Because how is it not a sex offense to accuse someone falsely of this heinous crime?
And she'd have to wear a sign around her neck that says, "Please don't choke me out, even if I ask you nicely."
No. Admiral Akbar, it's a trap. That's enough.
It's a trap.
Yep.
Megan, you have to come on my channel. We have to talk about how awful feminism is and how it's ruined women, because women do stuff like this and it's terrible. Phrasing. It's the worst.
And also, women have no responsibility, no consequence for anything they do. I am so sick of it. I'm so sick of women having no culpability in anything. This woman needs to go to jail. Where are the prosecutors who care about the law? Having sex with someone to set them up for a crime, to steal money from them, is a crime. Where the hell is the prosecutor to look at the facts of this case and go, well, we've got somebody with blackmail and fraud, and I mean, what are other crimes we could shoehorn into this?
Megan, she's a woman. She gets a pass.
Watch this segue. Speaking of women who deserve to be held accountable and who are just big twats, let's look at her. Let's look at the Bredehoft and.
Hey, we're only 15 minutes in. We're not like at 35 minutes yet. So the good timestamp 15:49, folks. For
yeah.
See, this is what happens when we all show up on time. We then waste 15 minutes talking about random shit.
Yeah, the stuff that we talk about backstage while we make you wait. But by the way, we did get hate mail. Again, I can't remember what it was, but it was something like blah blah blah. just like the first 17 minutes of bullshit on your streams anyway. It was something like that. So now that our exactly 17 minutes of bullshit is done, let's get on with this.
I resent that. It's not bullshit, Jeff. It's the crumbling of Western society.
I resemble that remark.
And speaking of the crumbling of Western society, Chandler Remington, Remy_legal. That's her channel. Go there, subscribe to her, like every single video she's ever made. Come back 2 minutes later and continue watching the stream.
And free Zachariah Anderson.
Yes, and Aussie Overlord. Subscribe to him, and the newly remonetized Megan Fox. You'll notice the YouTube is asshole sign conspicuously absent.
It is absent, but it is not gone. It's here. Oops, I just trashed it.
YouTube
it's
is
here just
show.
in case I need to bring it back. YouTube is show. I think it says OutTube is show at the moment.
OutTube is show. I'm getting Elton John vibes from Ozzy.
Yeah, for anyone wondering about the glasses, like literally until 10 minutes ago, I was asleep in bed. So yeah, my eyes are a bit puffy. It looks a lot better if I've got the glasses on, okay?
I think you look good with glasses, especially with the new haircut.
I'm the only one
Thank
without
you for
glasses,
mentioning the haircut.
apparently. Oh, your hair looks great.
Fantastic.
I have to use
Yeah.
glasses to read now if I'm wearing my contacts, so I have to keep taking them off and putting them on. It's a real pain in the ass.
Yeah. Well, hell, here we are. More Amber Heard.
18.
Just what you've all signed up for. Now, I have to find the magic place where I can grab.
I've missed Elaine so much. I've missed Elaine. I just can't wait for Elaine's voice to start.
Music to my ears.
It's music to my ears.
Right?
It's been a minute.
It has. I wish it could have been more minutes, but we just have to go with it.
Thanks a lot, Jeff.
No, I mean, just because, I get like
sure.
PTSD from this thing. Because I love all you guys. I'd go insane if I had to do this by myself. All right.
Well, I mean, can you imagine? Okay, you doing all the voices, you would probably sound insane, definitely.
Okay, are we fully engorged here? I guess so. All right.
Pardon?
Nothing. Our chat window is fully engorged. So
I think
it's turgid with anticipation.
Oh my God. Words.
Wow, Jeffrey.
Engorged is a word.
Thrust our way into a new penetrating reading of
Jeffrey Vices. Inappropriate.
So as we thrust our way into this penetrating voyage, I'll moisten our lips
Ew.
and proceed to ejaculate our words on this.
Oh, Captain Koala takes so much offense to that. Move on.
All right, there we go. We all got your attention now, people. Let's go. Oh my God.
Oh my
Cried
God.
Wolf just says boo.
You have to start drinking now, Jeff.
Yeah, well, it's peaty scotch, so taking shots would kill me. But Cried Wolf, I have no idea why you did that, but thank you so much. You're insane. Cheers, thank you so much, and boo right back at you.
Cheers.
If the dogs come in, we will turn dog cam on. They are hiding. Yoda's hiding because Yoda got his ears cleaned, and Strawberry is hiding because she saw me cleaning Yoda's ears.
Is Yoda finally white again?
Yes, we the universe is great. We're all white again.
Racist damn dog.
Exactly.
Oh, there goes the deliberate racism again.
Just
you
couldn't
spilled
wash
wine
the
on
brown
your
off
dog.
Strawberry. Yeah.
And now you're canceled. Thank you.
There we go. YouTube is asshole. Can I borrow your sign, Megan?
I'll be passing it around soon.
No money for you ever.
20 minutes of bullshit down. Let's now.
This
you all
is
can
not
take
my
it now.
fault. I have been quiet since the 17-minute mark for the most part.
So I think what we're gonna have to do here is Hayden, you get to be the narrator here for a bit.
Okay.
And I get to argue with Megan for a long time.
Wonderful.
As soon oh my Lord. All right. Presented hopefully without comment.
Yeah,
I wouldn't count on that.
Passive subliminal racist says my favorite racist crew, especially Ms. Fox. Yeehaw!
Yeah.
Yeah. And also, I'm back today for this, but ignore my previous super chat. Oops, too late.
Too late.
And Marv White, still better than NPC Vice's ice cream is good. Oh, don't get me. Don't get me started on that. Ugh. I had to kick my own ass after that stream. And Kitchen Knife Rescue, member for 2 months. What happens when the guy running the stream gets sent to the penalty box?
Not a lot. He just joins the rest of us in there.
Exactly. It's too crowded. They won't send me there. Flux, hello, all of my favorite people. I can't believe y'all left Mom out last night. No, her presence was not necessary.
Wow.
Because she was already fully versed and well knowledgeable on the subject.
You're digging a hole, Jeff.
I didn't send out invitations. It was not up to me.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, Viva Fry got turned down as well.
Oh, it's all right.
I
will survive.
Wow, somehow that actually makes me feel very special.
It's like
me too.
Okay, Laura Branigan.
It's like junior high all over again. I'm used to this type of treatment. Don't worry.
I will survive. These sidebars are so much more fun with you. They will be if we get to them. But there's no guarantees. These sidebars are so much more fun with y'all. Thanks for the laughs every time. Much needed. And all right. And there's John Gordon's infamous chat. So I know we've caught up. We've caught up with John Gordon's chat. We're good. Yes, Laura Branigan ruled. Rip, Laura. You're popular inside. Well, that's what she said. All righty. Ms. Vasquez, would you like to apologize?
Apologize.
Your Honor, may we approach?
Okay.
Sidebar.
Oh, that was good.
Nice.
She's reading beyond his statements.
I stopped myself.
She stopped herself.
Okay.
Actually, Your Honor, while we're up here, I tried to work this out with Ms. Bredehoft. Unsurprising to you, we were unable to come to an agreement. I'm going to be moving to admit these articles in their entirety.
Okay.
And the reason is, Your Honor, is that just like the op-ed, it came in the entirety, even though Ms. Heard is only alleging 3 of the statements.
Correct.
In the article. And I think...
For defamation, you have to look at the context.
Correct. So to evaluate the defamatory meaning, so on that basis, I'm going to move to admit it.
I'm going to object, Your Honor. There's a lot of hearsay in both of those documents. It's different than the op-ed. The op-ed is Amber Heard writing the op-ed.
Oh, I thought she said she didn't write it. I thought she said they did, and she didn't even have a contribution on the headline. Oh.
Amber Heard is writing the op-ed, and then to be questioned on it. There's also the issue of the matter of public concern and intent here. The rest of the article is not Adam Waldman's, and it's not Johnny Depp. It's other people saying things, and it's hearsay, and it's highly prejudicial to Ms. Heard.
Okay.
Well, I disagree.
Well, it's not. It doesn't have anything to do with the context of what he said.
This might be a partial.
A partial.
Maybe it could be connected to...
I think, if I may just be heard on this.
All right.
All right. Where'd it go?
18.
Yes. This is really important to Mr. Depp, obviously. The defamatory meaning of, the alleged defamatory meaning of Mr. Waldman's statements have to be read in context. And I should point out to Your Honor that Ms. Heard, not Ms. Bredehoft, but previously Ms. Heard, was represented by other attorneys in this matter, and they're commenting in the article. And so Mr. Waldman's statements are really response, we argue, right? I'm not sure Ms. Bredehoft will agree or disagree. We argue that these statements are opinions, first and foremost, and second of all, they are response or self-defense of Mr. Depp in this case. So, I think that it's important that these articles come in their entirety. And again, to be perfectly frank, these aren't great articles for Mr. Depp. I don't plan to publish them to the jury. I just want to submit them into evidence.
If I may be heard on that further, Mr. Waldman doesn't know what else is in that article when he makes those statements. That's somebody else choosing where to put different things. He's admitted, and we'll be putting the testimony in, that he made those statements, but he wasn't the author of this article, so the content is not relevant to what their meaning was on it. Instead, it would have a lot of hearsay from other people that he had no control over. He had control over what he said, and he was not saying that there was no way they could prove he had knowledge of what the rest of the article is going to say, and therefore have context. I don't know. I think it's only prejudicial and very much hearsay.
All right. So how could the context of the article change the extent of 714?
Defamatory statements have to be read in the context of the other text within the article.
If it's all attributed to Mr. Waldman.
No, I don't think that's true. I mean,
I think so, because somebody else can't place his statements there and it become defamatory because they're placed within an article.
I think they have to be read in context, Your Honor.
I'm going to sustain the objection.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Open court.
I like that.
What? It's like I got much else to do today.
Yeah, I like that. Anyway, so yeah, this is them all going. It should be hearsay because everybody mentioned in the article didn't know what anybody else in the article was going to say, so they can't be held accountable for it. Which, whatevs. Let's see. Oh, we got Adara the Wholesome with $2 super chat. Great stream last night with Solomon. Justice for Zach. Well, thank you very much. It was a good thing to put together. Great to have Solomon on. It was great to catch it up and great to catch Nick up on the facts of the case so that he can broaden the horizon of the exposure of the case. So thank you very much for that.
And just quickly, Sable Leaf, if you are interested in reading these for yourself in full, they are available at depdive.net.
Oh, have we been told to shut up by somebody?
No, someone said that they appreciate the dubbing, but they would like to read it themselves. So I was just saying that
shut up.
the transcripts in full are available.
You can just turn the volume off. Thanks.
Yeah, that works too.
Yeah.
Yeah. But they could probably read a lot faster than us.
That's a definite yes.
Well, I mean, but it doesn't come with the extraneous commentary that we provide.
This is true. And the endless source of entertainment. I know.
There's no shame in being a slow reader.
I'm going to just look at us. We all have to read with our mouths moving.
This is like when we're covering a trial and people complain that we're talking over the court. It's like,
yeah,
yep.
You do know what this is, right? You can go to Law and Crime and watch the court all boring without us at any time.
Exactly.
I just put the link to the transcripts here in the chat, so mods do whatever you want with it.
I guess not everybody finds us hilarious and adorable.
But
I'm very
whoever
hurt,
was that made the comment clearly does. They would just like to have some context, I'm sure. Some of these things. Well, all right, let's get into it.
Be shamed by chat for talking on my live stream. That's my favorite thing. Stop
commenting on the commentary.
And Boosh, if you want me to shut the fuck up, it's going to cost you another $100.
$100 buys you 5 minutes of silence.
Yep. No, it doesn't. Oh dear. Well,
I bet I could get Nick's chat to pay me to be quiet on his stream. I think they would do it.
Yeah, I think I probably would too.
All right. Well, let's get right. Let's get right into the trial. All right, here we go.
Oh, you want me to start from there?
Yeah.
Sidebar.
Is this her deposition?
Correct, in the divorce proceeding.
You've got to give us a reference point.
I apologize.
So we know.
Ms. Heard was being deposed, and we played this recording.
That's improper where you impeach. You need to ask the question, and then if her answer is different from her deposition, then she can play that question and answer.
This is cross-examination.
Well, I understand. I understand it's still cross-examination, but there's still a proper way to impeach and an improper. You can't just play the deposition excerpt and say, so.
She did ask the question. She said, let's see how you did the first time. So I assume it's a different answer to the question, but I don't have a copy of that. I would just like to know where we are referencing the deposition.
Absolutely.
The deposition. If we could get a line and a page number.
The line and page number before we start it.
I will do that. Let me do that.
And then we can see that.
Thank you.
Uh-huh.
Open court.
I don't know why I've continued to did they okay, I guess they
Is there another one?
Probably because the sidebar is like 5 lines down.
Yeah, this is
something. For some reason they just kept talking about it, I guess.
Should I continue?
Sure. Apparently it wasn't open court.
I'm going to read it into the record, and then I'll hand this to you.
I would like a copy.
I will. So, Your Honor, for reference, and I will provide a copy of the deposition, Ms. Heard's deposition in the divorce. It's page 372, lines starting at 5 through 377, line 12.
Okay, I need to have a copy.
But you just talked over the judge.
Wait. Oh, yeah. All
Line
right.
8.
I think, and then,
That's what Bredehoft does.
Sorry.
Yeah, that's true.
Method acting.
May I approach, Your Honor?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
The witness, for some reason, says thank you.
Your Honor, with permission, may we press play?
Can we just get to that page? Make sure everybody's at the... Could you say the page number again, please?
Yes, absolutely. Ms. Bredehoft, may I have the page?
372, line 5 to line 377 is what I have.
Okay. Now, I guess it's my turn.
Your Honor, may we stop that for a moment? May we approach?
All right. Hayden is busy right now. Okay, yes.
Sidebar.
Thank you. Yes.
How do we get the page?
Oh, we're on 5337. Yeah. Right.
All right. Yes.
I object to them playing it. They've got the transcription on there. That's not appropriate. If they want to play the video deposition, that's one thing. But
all right, I'll talk to them about it.
Yeah.
They can do it through reading the deposition, Your Honor. They don't need to do that. I asked them to take it off the screen.
Could you take it off the screen, please?
Your Honor, we're just going to put something over it.
Okay, that's fine.
Thank you.
I have no objection, Your Honor.
Can we please start it over?
Whereupon the following audio was played.
Right.
What was on the screen? If it was just audio, was this an actual video of them?
I think it was the transcript or something. I don't know. But the following audio was played, so I guess we gotta skip over to the next sidebar. Before we do that, let's check the chat. All right. Meanwhile, in Courtland, why would playing it be worse than reading? I think what she was saying is, if you play it or show it, don't play it and show it.
Well, what does that make it? Why would it make a difference? First, she's complaining she doesn't have the transcript. Then she's complaining she doesn't want the transcript shown and the audio. Like, what? Shut up. It's just stupid already.
All right.
She legitimately wants the jury as confused as possible, so she's just objecting over stupid shit.
Speaking of stupid shit, can we hear my dog making as much noise as possible?
Yes.
A little bit, yeah.
Yes.
Because he's literally chewing on this stupid chew toy. but she has literally put it on exactly the loudest place in the house.
Okay, so I always train my dogs. I would say, take it to the rug. Take it to the rug. And they will get up and they know what you're saying. Go to the rug. Go to the rug and pick up that bone because they always chew it on the wood floor. Oh, look.
No, this is worse. This is worse.
Aww.
She's chewing it on this hollow aluminum slider for the veranda door.
But she found like a little like a divot to stick it in. It's working for her.
Look, that's hilarious.
That's very funny.
She's got a little handle there.
She's like, may I please be heard, Your Honor?
And that's just what we got in the background there.
She's happy. God says leave the poor dog alone.
So happy. Yes, we'll just have to put up with the noise because she's really happy.
We got to drive by Yoda there.
Look at her.
Like literally 1 inch either direction, and that doesn't happen.
No, Jeff, it has to be right there. That's the perfect.
That's the perfect
chewing spot.
Though. She's got it. She's got it on a little track and everything.
That's how I live my life right there every day. Hey. And of course, there we go. Wait.
Come on. At least we should, if we have to put up with the noise, we should be able to see her.
I moved it and it disconnected. It's rebooting.
Oh, shit, Jeff.
We'll get
really?
No, we'll get it back up there. Let's see. It's still in the process of rebooting.
All right, it's gonna come back online.
It will in a bit. Don't worry, she'll still be making noise. So let's get through this little sidebar here, and we'll do our best.
Sidebar.
Now that she said that she doesn't recall, I think I have to show it to her just to refresh her recollection. I'm not going to publish it to the jury.
I would have to say, Your Honor, in the deposition, she didn't have any recollection of this either.
She's entitled to see it if it refreshes her recollection. That's it. You just have to show it to her and say, does this refresh your recollection? Okay?
Thank you.
Uh-huh.
Open court.
Oh, dear Lord. All right, go. Hit us off here, Chandler.
All right.
Where are we starting?
On line 9, the next page.
Okay.
Ms. Heard, isn't it true that you once filled out a customs form falsely so that you could...
Objection, Your Honor. May we approach?
Okay.
Bring it, bitch. Sidebar.
Now we're getting into Aussie Overlord territory.
Violation
of that. Dude, mixing some lotion. Jesus. What was that? You're going to start a fire for fuck's sake.
Oh my
God. Good God. I went deaf from a dude rubbing his hands together. Wow.
Now I feel better about that one time that I sneezed.
That voice changing thing he's got on is too much. It's so funny.
Oh dear.
Peyton's voice is different?
Even Yoda's not amused. Even Yoda's not amused.
As soon as the camera goes on, Yoda's like, no, I'm leaving.
Like Yoda.
Yeah.
Wherever they be.
Hello. All right. Let's get back to this here.
Your Honor said that if they were going to raise it, they had to approach. Oh, Your Honor, this is the subject of a motion in limine, line 18.
That you denied.
Well, Your Honor said that if they were going to raise it, they had to approach.
All right, let's take a look. Is it the...
This is the customs form. She pleaded guilty. She was charged with falsifying a document in Australia.
Okay.
Your Honor ruled that this was allowed.
All right, which one was it? Do you remember?
Your Honor, may I grab my...
Yes, go ahead.
Whatever it is, just
motion
grab it.
in
I don't give a
limine.
shit. Yeah.
I believe it's motion in limine.
You're gonna grab.
Right. I don't care.
Just grab it.
Would you just do it already?
Yeah. All right.
Whatever makes this shit go faster.
So I believe it's motion in limine number 2.
Number 2, right?
It doesn't say that we have to approach.
Subject to objection to trial, correct. Approach the bench for raising.
So sorry, Your Honor, I didn't see that.
Whoops. Too late, the jury's heard it.
Yep.
Are we still going?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, all right. So what are we trying to raise here?
That Ms. Heard pleaded guilty to falsifying a document in Australia.
All right, so that would be number 2.
Correct.
Correct, Your Honor. And in that situation, it did not result in a conviction.
Okay.
Yes.
Yet.
Okay.
And it was not a crime involving moral turpitude. And the court specifically found that she did not intentionally mislead in the... What? Of course she intentionally misled.
Didn't she lie about the dogs? So
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's the basis of bringing it up?
That she pleaded guilty to falsifying a document and essentially committing perjury, which is a crime of moral turpitude. It's highly relevant to her testimony.
She wasn't convicted.
She pleaded guilty, though. She was charged. She was charged and pleaded guilty. She didn't have to be convicted because she pled guilty.
Yeah, for crimes of moral turpitude, it has to be a conviction. Oh my God, you can't.
And there was not.
You can't plead guilty to a crime of moral turpitude? What? But the basis for you getting it in is just to show a crime of moral turpitude, correct?
Correct.
It wasn't a conviction, so it doesn't come in for that.
While we're up here, are you planning on any of the other ones so we can cover them before?
You'll approach right before you.
Well, we've already approached about the topic, and Your Honor ruled.
Well, that took care of that one.
So, are we doing anything with the immigration?
No.
All right.
Thank you.
Ready? Fight! Open court.
All right. Now, Hayden, just for edumacation, if you'd be so kind as to take the ridiculous voice off and explain what actually happened here in Australia.
Okay, so what actually happened here is that she arrived by private jet. She brought Pistol and Boo with her. When you arrive in Australia, you are handed a piece of paper about this big. I know from personal experience because I had to fill one out on the way back from America. On that, you have to fill out a specific document and check a box as to whether or not you're bringing in any animals with you or any animal products. Do you think the bitch could do that? No! She had to lie and hide the dogs in her bag. At the time, we actually went through footage and whatnot. We were able to pinpoint exactly which bag we think the dogs were actually smuggled in. And you know what? Fine, I'm using those words. It's not my channel. I don't care.
What, you can't use the word smuggled?
Because if I'm not careful, then it's defamation and whatever the hell else. It's my own personal opinion. I don't care.
You're smuggling budgies.
Okay. What?
See, it's funny because most Americans are not going to have any idea what that means,
I have
Jeff.
no idea what that means.
Well, like men.
I thought a budgie was a bird.
It is.
It
like
is.
Men's. You know, like what we call
It's a speedo.
Like the men's speedo. We call them banana hammocks.
Yeah.
We call them banana hammocks in Australia. They call them budgie smugglers.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah. There's a lot of stories behind that, but almost all of the origin stories include someone sticking a bird in their speedo. So
why the hell would you stick a bird in your speedo?
To smuggle.
No, that's why it's still up for debate. But anyway,
why is violation of this such a problem in Australia?
Because we don't have rabies. And those dogs were here for a month without anybody knowing. If they had any sort of disease whatsoever, it could have spread to our national wildlife. It could have spread into the ecosystem and caused billions. I'm using B there, billions with a B worth of damage to our ecosystem and to our economy.
There's no rabies in Australia.
We eradicated it.
Of all the things that are trying to kill you in Australia, and there's no rabies.
Because we were so damn careful and we were so pedantic about it. There are like 30 other diseases that these animals could have brought in that we've eradicated, and that's why we're so damn strict on our biosecurity. And yeah.
But Australia should have gone after her hard, and they didn't. And that's Australia's
and I am
problem.
very pissed off about it.
Because I'm sure if it were you, Hayden, they would have had no problem going after you for doing it.
Hell no. No, because what happened was that she got up there because she was formally charged. She went into the court there, and they made that ridiculous freaking hostage situation video of an apology with her and Johnny Depp saying, "We're sorry, we didn't mean to put the Australian ecosystem at risk," and whatever. And, you know, I don't know if you've seen the photo that one of the comedians put up, and it was a pair of kangaroos with AK-47s pointed at them while they did the video.
No, but that's fantastic.
Yeah.
I love that.
But basically, because she did that video, she gave a fake apology in court. She skated by on what otherwise would have been a maximum of 10 years in jail and $200,000 worth of fines.
Whoa. Yeah,
And
that's
Hayden
not okay.
Is trying to get to Hayden's not taking this lying down. He's
Oh no, I'm still trying. Like, so basically, what happened was it was a couple of months ago, because it was before I went to Matsuri. The government officially decided to drop the case. That pissed me right the fuck off. I have been trying to get documents out of the government since July last year to do a private prosecution, because that still exists here. I myself can go after her if I can get the documents out of the government. Do you think they'll release them?
No, they won't.
Of 790 pages, they gave me 9 pages, one of which was blank.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Yep.
Yeah, I'm getting stonewalled. I'm not happy about it.
Well, I don't think she should have gotten off on that. I think it's a terrible thing that she lied and they caught her red-handed, and then they what kind of sign is that for other people too? Oh, we'll just drop the charges if you're a movie star.
Well,
not only that, it's that after everything happened there, and then in the UK case, the testimony of what's his face, the assistant, we know full well that she lied to the court when she was here. She committed perjury during her conviction for lying on a document, because we know that she knew about the dogs. We know that she knew about the form. We know that she knew about the immigration documents that were required, because the dogs were supposed to be signed off as having been checked over by a vet and all this other stuff. And when she said to the court, "Oh, I didn't know about any of this. It was all supposed to be handled by people." There's documents that show she damn well knew, and she ignored it and brought them into Australia anyway.
Yep. Oh, absolutely. I know that Kate James, her assistant, had given her advance notice about 6 months in advance of her traveling to Australia of all of the documents that she would need. And she said, you know, because... she was like, you know, there are very, very strict laws, because she's Australian. I'm pretty sure Kate James is from Australia.
Yes.
So she knew, and she, you know, and she was her assistant, and so she had all the information ready to give to her. She alerted her, you know, she communicated it to her, and Amber completely ignored it. Completely.
Because she was too big and too up herself to say, "Oh yes, I need to comply with everything, and these dogs absolutely have to come with me." Okay, fine, bitch, but prepare the paperwork. It's not that difficult. Everybody else is required to do it.
What's the big deal? So they have to go to quarantine for a little while. You know, when we go to Hawaii, my family's from Hawaii, and we used to spend a lot of summers there. And occasionally we would bring the dog, but the dog would have to stay in quarantine in Hawaii for a couple weeks, and that's just the law. Like you just that's how it works. And no, you don't get to go around it. Same thing in Hawaii. They don't have some of the diseases and things in Hawaii that we do here. So that's just the way it is. What is the big deal? Just go through the steps.
Yeah. And speaking of being all big and up herself, let's see what Amber Heard is talking about here, shall we? after we read the super chat that came in. Torin 3. Grats on remonetization, Megan. I'm about 2 weeks out from qualifying. Jeff, that is when Danny's braid will be done. Need to lock yours down soon. Yeah, he does amazing traditional Japanese braid work that is just gorgeous, just absolutely amazing. Torin 3 is the channel if you want to watch him work on stuff. He's working on Danny on Direct's braid now. Mine apparently is next. I just sent you a message, so we're doing it. We're working on it. You have a Twitter message waiting for you, Torin 3. And everybody send Megan lots of super chats. She needs to make up for lost time.
Yeah, I'm wondering if they're going to pay me for the back pay for the hits that my videos got while I was demonetized. I wonder how that works. Probably not.
Oh, someone's being very hopeful there.
Yeah, I know.
I wouldn't
hold my breath.
Rely on it. Yeah.
I don't rely on YouTube for anything.
I wish, Megan, I do, because I mean, you would. It would be well earned, but.
Oh well.
You know.
Your Honor, may we approach?
Okay.
Sidebar.
Oh, damn it. Sorry, I just got a notification my PayPal account's been limited. Hang on.
Oh, shit. Now what?
It's not good.
PayPal is asshole.
I didn't see this in...
This is a text message sent to Jerry Judge.
She goes on, and at the very end of her answer, you see that she testifies she alerted TMZ about the divorce. TMZ was alerted, the very end of her answer.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Where is it?
Right there.
I'm not finding TMZ.
It's at the very end of her answer. I'm sorry I don't have my copy here. I don't have it with me. Ms. Bredehoft, to cite, I read the cite.
I'm not seeing TMZ.
It says it there. Some of the TMZ, which was alerted.
Elaine is so fucking stupid. It doesn't say she alerted them. In fact, she testified that Laura Wasser alerted them.
It is subject to direct other redirect. Her theory is that she stated it.
Well, I don't think it's impeachment, Your Honor.
Yes.
It's just going to be this video deposition again.
Yes. Oh, sorry. That's you.
Yes, thank you.
Open court.
There you go. Now, I need to make Strawberry stop kicking my camera. Move, dumbass. You big lug.
Hayden, have you been demonetized on PayPal now? What's the story?
No, apparently they just need tax information. My account's been limited, but I just need to...
I had that happen to me on Stripe all of a sudden yesterday. And I was like, wait a minute. I already gave you all the documents. Is this some kind of fishing expedition?
Probably.
Yeah.
It always is.
Your Honor, may we approach?
Wait. Where? Yeah, that's fine.
Really? Sidebar.
Your Honor did not permit her to go into that.
We did.
This is planting things in the press here.
We said you could go into those, the articles themselves.
The only article I plan to show is this one. It doesn't have the word in here.
Doesn't have the word. It's not going into evidence.
Not going into evidence.
Not going to be shown to the jury.
Not going to be shown to the jury.
Okay, thank you.
Uh-huh.
Thank you.
The fuck was that?
How many times do you have to say it to her?
How many times do you have to say it to her? Oh, come on, guys! You could have picked up on that. Boo on both you, Hayden and Chandler.
What? I didn't get it.
What?
Oh, look, I'm sorry. I just wanted to leave you out on that ledge and see how long you stood there for. Okay? Yes, it was funny.
It was funny.
I missed that completely.
I missed that completely. We're playing Elaine, and we're just repeating everything that everybody says. I thought it was funny.
I thought it was funny.
Shut up.
Shut up.
Oh, wow. She does it to herself here. Objection, Your Honor. Objection, Your Honor.
She's playing too.
Your Honor ruled she can't say that. What did she say?
If you want to.
Hang on, let's see what she said.
All right.
The headlines say Amber Heard allegedly struck.
Yeah. Oh, I think that was like her
ex-girlfriend.
Yeah.
Can't say that.
Line 4.
If you want to approach again.
What now, Elaine? Sidebar.
It was just the title.
Just the title.
The title. Can't have the rest.
Right. Doesn't have the word.
Okay.
She loses again. Open court.
This just sounds like Dana Carvey doing George Bush. It was just the title. Just
It's
the title.
just the title.
Can't have the rest. Right. Doesn't have the word.
May I resume my questioning of the witness?
By Ms. Vasquez. Line 16.
All right. The title reads, Amber Heard allegedly struck her ex-girlfriend at the airport, doesn't it?
Yes, and that's not true.
May we approach?
Okay.
Sidebar.
Your Honor, I think she's opened the door to the arrest. I mean, the fact that she's saying that's not true, that she grabbed and assaulted her ex-girlfriend, yet she was arrested for that exact thing. I think, at a minimum, it should be allowed to show her the arrest record. Again, I'm not going to be admitting it to see if that refreshes her recollection that, in fact, she did assault and grab her girlfriend.
She did say no.
No, Your Honor. I'm sorry.
What did Your Honor say?
Exactly. Right. Because she's still going to deny, and that's the whole point. An arrest is not a conviction.
I'm not going to allow that.
Thank you.
You're going to?
No, I'm not.
Oh my God, Elaine.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, God.
Superstar. Okay. Thanks. I couldn't hear you because I'm really.
I just didn't know if I was, sustaining your objection or overruling her. I wasn't sure exactly which way we were.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Well, so what does she decide? She doesn't say.
She decided apparently you can't say that.
That's stupid.
Well, no, because hang on, I've still got the voice change.
That was Camille going up to the judge and saying that she wanted to actually bring in the whole arrest record and actually showing it to Amber on the
I
thing.
kind of want look at what happened after that. Look at what happened. Look at what she said. It was a smear campaign.
Yeah.
It's not, I never assaulted Mr. Depp or anyone that I've been romantically linked to ever.
Yeah, Johnny Depp is, he planted all those stories about me in the press.
Rip and Morton Joe.
Liar.
I've never done anything wrong. I'm a good little girl. I mean, come on, Amber. Seriously.
What a liar.
Big fat liar. Court certified liar. She's been now officially.
Porcelain Thunder says, Ozzy Overlord, try speaking slower and less enthusiastically and add in an ooh, baby.
Baby.
Can't get enough of your love. So go Barry White here.
Oh, I gotta go
Sex
back.
bomb, sex bomb.
One second. I'll be right back.
You're my sex bomb.
Meme Copium raid. We got a Meme Copium raid. Welcome, Josh and Joshites. We're glad to have you here. All righty. Well, on that note, we have to wait for Chandler to return from wherever it is Chandler's gotten herself off to. She's
freezing.
And she's just abandoned us. Where are you? Well, while she's doing that, it's time for our midstream grift. Our newly remonetized Megan Fox. What's going on in your life?
Hey, everybody. Well, what's going on? I'm very busy. I have a lot going on. I am trying to cover the Maya Kowalski trial as best I can with a work schedule where I'm waiting tables Wednesday through Sunday, so I don't have a ton of time to watch it live, but I am going over the highlights on my channel. The Maya Kowalski trial, of course, is the medical kidnapping of Maya Kowalski by Johns Hopkins All Children's Hospital. It's a really terrible case. Her mother ended up committing suicide because she was kept from her daughter, and it's just a terrible case. But I have been following that on my channel, so subscribe and also go over to meganfox.locals.com where you get all the tales from the restaurant, which are so funny. Yesterday, I interviewed one of my new favorite podcasters, The Modern Waiter, Marlon. He's great. We just had such a good time and laughed and laughed. He does this podcast about waiting tables and talking about how it is a legitimate career and then all the Karens and the nonsense that we face. And it's so funny. So check that out from yesterday. That was a good interview.
It was funny. that was really good. Chandler Remington, what you got coming up on Remy_legal channel?
Oh gosh, I'm not really going to be doing very much on my own channel other than my planned F-Feminism stream this week. I do want to get Wicked Women Wednesdays going, but I have to do a little bit of prep for that. But I am going to be on Chrissy Mayer's podcast later today, so pretty excited about that. And then, and on Saturday, I'm going to be on with Pearl, so that should be fun.
Cool. And Ozzy Overlord, at Ozzy Overlord, what are you going to be doing?
Let's see. Later this week, I'm going to be on with Dermy Wormy. Wait, Dermy Wormy. And on Monday, we're going to be looking at the insanity defense and how it applies across various jurisdictions. Who is actually batshit crazy, who gets off, and who doesn't. That's right. I phrase it that way. Beyond that, we've got the usual daily show, which is now at 6 p.m. Eastern. Thank you, Daylight Savings. You can suck it. And just keeping everything interesting. So as we're now getting close to the 14th of October, I am going to be ramping up my coverage of the voice referendum here for whether or not there should be Indigenous recognition. I don't have an issue with Indigenous recognition. I have an issue with giving someone unfettered power and having it enshrined in our Constitution. So for anyone that wants to know more about that, feel free to tune into the show. But as always, guys, Aussie Overlord is hanging around and just talking shit.
There you go. and me. Tomorrow is Thursday, which is it Thursday? I don't even.
Wednesday.
It's Wednesday, so probably more of this. Thursday will be O.J. Simpson, and Friday we'll be doing a YNW Melly update as his retrial approaches closer and closer and closer. So that's it. That's it for the rest of the week. Next weekend, the 14th, will be the F it Friday weekend. So stay tuned for that. And with that out of the way, we can jump right back into this as soon as we pay our respects to Nicholas Starov, Trial Watch. Elaine should have a lotion in lemony considering how fucked her case was.
An Amica cream lemonade.
Oh, we're getting there if we get through enough chats. We're getting to that part of the
lovely
sidebars. So let's jump right back into this with news and weather on the night. All right, let's see. Gotta have the radio puker voice. Let's go. The stacks and stacks of wicked wax. Okay. Your Honor, I think. Okay, we were trying to figure out what was going on here. She did not open the door to the entire arrest record coming in. Let's start with a question here. May of 2020. Amber, give us your reading of the answer.
In number 17, line 17.
Oh, wait a minute. This is one we just read, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Never mind. Ignore. Hang up. There we go. That's not true.
Wait.
Hang on.
Give me a line number.
All right, never mind. We got through this one too. What happened? There we go. This is brand new. I know this is brand new.
Okay.
Question and answer yourself there, Chandler.
Okay. Please tell the jury about the next meeting after he said, "You will not see my eyes again."
We met in the lawyer's office. They gave us a moment. Johnny kissed me again, held me. I cried. He cried. And then we had a short exchange, and he put a note in my pocket that said, "I'll love you dead or alive, my Slim," with his number on it.
Yeah.
I would like to bring up, Michelle, if you can, Defendant's Exhibit 1581L. I'm sorry. Do you recognize this?
Objection, Your Honor. May we approach?
Yes, ma'am.
Fucking sidebar.
So we are now redirect.
Right.
This is something that was never produced, and if it was produced part of a late production and past discovery cutoff.
So, it was produced by Mr. Depp. It was used in the UK trial. Mr. Depp produced it as a black and white in this case. This came out in color. It's true, though the through Mr. Young's view, but it's not responsive to any document request that they've asked for.
Wait. I'm going to sustain the objection.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Chalk another one up for Camille. Open court.
Okay, Elaine, let's get you to bed. Really?
What was that all about? What's the note in? It wants to bring up, okay, whatever exhibit 1581 was. All right. So I guess we don't know what that was because it was never brought up.
God, she's so full of drama. He cried. I cried. We all cried.
Tell me that wasn't a rehearsed line.
And then everybody clapped.
And then everybody clapped.
Yeah.
And scene. Yeah.
Exactly. It's literally, I'll take shit that never happened for 500, Alex.
Yeah, pretty much.
Dear.
Uh-oh.
All right.
Oh, where'd Megan go?
Megan!
Megan disappeared. No, we need a judge.
Get back here, Your Honor.
We can't have court without the judge.
The dog right here come the judge. Red flag, red flag, red flag.
Yep.
All right. Just kidding, Megan. I really did want you on last night's stream. Come back. Come back. All right, we'll give her just a quick second here, then we'll jump in. Hayden's voice sounds like those anonymous TV interviews with the witness in shadows.
I just had no idea that my accident would cause me all this drama. That's why I sought out certain ambulance-chasing lawyers.
The bee cried. The B cried. That's funny. There go to judge. It's a Hallmark man. Poor B. Oh no, Hayden, a shit definitely happened.
Oh yeah.
Has anybody heard from Megan?
Haven't seen it, man.
Megan. All right, well. Oh, Megan. There we go. I just sent her a big long Megan chat. Tweet. So we'll find out. Let's find out where she is. But in the meantime, life goes on. Chandler. Oh, Chandler's gone too. Fuck it. Chandler.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Strawberry, get over here. Take the mic. We need you. Time to put the dogs in motion. All right, Court. Go ahead, Hayden Court.
I'll sustain the objection.
Your Honor, may I approach, Your Honor?
That's fine.
Sidebar.
You don't have forever to do that. I mean, there has to be a timeline. You're talking about that.
Well, actually, Your Honor, there's two different ways I think it comes on prior consistent statement. Your Honor, I submitted this brief earlier to Your Honor.
I've seen it.
So there are two parts to this one. And one part of this is just the prior consistent statements on specifics. And I will have some of that. But the second is the offer to rebuff allegations of recent fabrication before litigation arose. And that's Virginia Court, Supreme Court Rule 2801D2B, and the Virginia Supreme Court. And here is Megan Fox. Ooh, hail, hail.
Thank God.
Here.
Lord Jesus.
Yes. All right. I'm complaining about something. I haven't figured out what yet.
No one has figured out what. That's par for the course.
But the second is the offer to rebuff allegations of recent fabrication before litigation arose. And that's the Virginia Supreme Court Rule 2801D2B. And the Virginia Supreme Court has further defined this principle. And I'm citing Faison here, where a witness has been assailed on the grounds that the story is a recent fabrication or that they has some motivation to testify falsely, proof that they gave a similar account of the transaction when the motive did not exist before the effect of what the fuck is going on here? Before the effect of such an account could be foreseen or motives of interest would have induced a different statement is admissible. And that's Faison, and they're citing Gramsci Duncombe phonetic. In this instance, they're clearly suggesting that she's made this up for the TRO, the temporary restraining order, and that it was never there before. She didn't tell anybody. It didn't exist. And I think that brings in...
That's not what we're saying.
How do you know what she's saying? I don't know what she's saying. How do you know?
Nobody knows what she's saying.
Well, all of the statements, Your Honor.
I'll sustain the objection.
Your Honor. Just so I make a complete record on that, I'm removing the admission of the exhibit that I tried to put in last Wednesday and Thursday that were for hearsay because they're prior consistent statements. I just want to put my record on, Your Honor.
Okay, that's fine. But it's not prior consistent statements, so I'll sustain the objection.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Open court.
Oh, so apparently we don't get very far. Or do we? No, we don't. All right. I think this just continues for a while. So, by Ms. Bredehoft.
Ms. Heard, how many people have you shared the fact of abuse prior to 2015?
Objection, Your Honor. Leading calls for hearsay.
How many? How many?
Overruled. Roughly about 10.
Okay. Can you name them?
Yes.
Objection, Your Honor. Hearsay.
I think she can. It's not offered. It's just to show that she informed people before. Their suggestions.
Objection, Your Honor. Can we approach? This is, again.
Sidebar.
Your Honor, she's making arguments in front of the jury.
I understand.
And it's just inappropriate. I mean, you said at the outset of the trial, speaking objections are not to be permitted, just one-word objections, legal objections.
Okay, So,
Your Honor, I think it's been suggested that she made these up. I think she should at least be...
Right, she said 10 people. So why do we need the names of the people?
Okay.
I'll sustain the objection.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay.
Take your tail and run. Open court.
Now, you were asked whether you had consulted a medical doctor about any problems with your nose, correct?
That's correct.
And you indicated that you, in fact, had after the divorce, correct?
Objection, leading.
A little bit.
Did you or did you not consult an ENT after the divorce?
I did.
Objection, leading.
Did you produce medical records to the defendants relating to this?
Oh my God.
I did.
Objection,
Bullshit.
leading. Objection, leading.
I'll sustain the objection as to leading. Next question.
Thank you. And, Your Honor, if we could, the witness could be instructed not to answer until I've lodged my objection.
All right. Wait for the objection, please.
Oh, I remember why this is in. This is the what if any. Like, this is the lengthy where she tried for like 15 minutes to get in anything, and she couldn't.
Oh, this is
because
gonna be
she
a good
was
one.
What if
Yay!
any?
I'm excited.
All right. Oh yeah, this is the meltdown here.
What line are we on?
Line 1.
I'm just excited.
All right. Wait for the objection, please.
Could we bring up Defendant's Exhibit 1077?
Is it me asking questions?
Nope, it's me.
Okay.
Do you recognize this document?
My screen is black.
Racist.
Oh, sorry. There you go. Yes, I do.
And could you tell us what it is?
That's what my ENT, the ears, nose, and throat doctor, told me was.
Objection, Your Honor. Hearsay.
All right. When there's an objection, please stop talking.
Shut the fuck up, Andor.
Sorry. Thank you. All right. I'll sustain the objection as to hearsay.
Okay. What, if any, you were asked if you had, well, it was suggested that you had not produced this in discovery. Is that true or false?
Objection, Your Honor. Leading.
Your Honor, she absolutely did that.
It's leading.
That doesn't make it
It
not
is
leading.
a leading question, though. I'll sustain the objection as to leading.
Oh no, it doesn't. Oh God.
Well, what, if anything, did you do to produce medical records to the defendant, well, to the plaintiff in this case?
Jesus Christ.
I turned over all of my devices, and they had the Johnny's team had a third party or someone they selected as a third party go and pull all the relevant documents from those devices, which I handed over.
Do you know how many were handed over?
Hundreds of thousands, I believe. Maybe more.
Objection, Your Honor. Lack of foundation.
All right, I'll sustain the objection. Next question.
And what, if anything, did you produce to the plaintiff in connection with your consultation with an ENT specialist relating to your nose?
Objection, leading.
Drawing.
Sustained.
Well, I said what, if anything?
Foundation. Hearsay.
What if
What,
any?
if any? Oh, shit.
It's
sorry.
not
I
the
was getting
cure-all. It's sustained.
Sorry, I was getting excited there.
When did you see an ENT specialist?
2017 or 2016 or 17.
And as a result of that consultation, what did you learn about your nose?
Objection, Your Honor. Hearsay.
I'm not asking her to tell what she said.
I'll sustain the objection.
I should fucking well hope so.
What? if
I
any-
actually am surprised that didn't work, because what did you learn is a little bit.
Well, the only way that she could have
different.
learnt was from the ENT telling her, so it would still be hearsay. It's
Well,
just a
but if
roundabout way of
she
asking the
answered
same
it,
thing.
if she answered it as "I learned I had a deviated septum,"
But then the next question's going to be, how did you learn that?
How did you
I
learn
was
it?
told it.
Yeah, I was told it.
Yeah.
See, I think it might have got in if she would have just said, what did you learn as a result of the consultation? I think if they said, what did you learn about your nose? That led her to talk about her nose.
Maybe.
There was a better way of phrasing it. The point,
Well,
so the
Chat-
point is,
also
Elaine
leading.
couldn't work it out. So
Chat has just figured out that I'm looking at the jury when I speak as Amber. That's my physical cue into going into Amber Heard.
Oh, I
I talk
love
in
it.
this direction because I'm staring down the jury.
Yeah.
You got way more into character than I did when I was doing Amber.
Objection hearsay. Oh my God.
God, I don't have a case.
But see, this is what I love. What did you learn about your nose? Her next sentence, I'm not asking her to tell us what they said.
Oh my God.
You literally just asked what they told you about your nose. All right. Anyway, you sustained the objection. So, what, if any, production did you make to the plaintiffs of your medical records with the ENT?
Objection, Your Honor. Lack of foundation.
Where are we at? I've lost.
Line 5.
Moving.
Line 5.
Oh, if you want to lay a foundation.
Do you know whether the medical records from your ENT were produced in discovery?
Objection, Your Honor. Lack of foundation calls for speculation.
I'm just asking.
I'll overrule if she knows.
Thank you. May I move it now, Megan?
Yes. I'm sorry, but my eyes don't follow along so well when it's moving.
No, mine don't either.
I have to like completely reset where we're at.
I also lose my place. Yeah, that happens to me too. I totally relate.
And I'm not looking away either. I'm looking at the screen.
It's all Jeff's fault. He has to
all
scroll.
Jeff's fault.
Yeah.
All right. So now we're at line 15. Yeah. Yes.
And do you recall? I'm trying. What, if anything, did the medical records reflect about your nose?
Objection. Sorry, I can't talk. It's too funny. Objection, Your Honor. Hearsay.
I'll sustain the objection.
Do you have injuries to your nose?
Yes.
Please describe those to the jury.
I have scar tissue.
I'm going to object to the extent it calls for hearsay and lack of foundation.
Overruled.
And improper expert opinion.
She can certainly testify to.
Well, we'll see where it goes. Go ahead.
Okay, go ahead.
I have a significant amount of scar tissue in my nose.
Gee, I wonder how that could have happened.
Certainly not where it Notice she doesn't have significant scar tissue where the bottle may have been.
Anybody have a tissue? Objection, Your Honor.
Unless it's just calluses.
Objection, Your Honor. That's from cocaine.
I'll sustain the objection.
Objection, Your Honor. I just need to. Okay, now I can answer the question.
I just need a key bump, and then I'm good to go.
What, if any, difficulty do you have breathing?
Objection, leading.
What, if anything? And that does cure it, Your Honor.
It doesn't, but I'll overrule the objection.
Thank you.
Wow.
Do you remember the question?
I have a significant amount of trouble breathing at night. And
Get your head out of your ass.
I've been putting off having surgery for it.
Okay, now you were asked about December 15th, 2015, and Ms. Vasquez suggested, or Vasquez, what did she call her? Like
Vasquez. Ms. Vasquez.
Vasquez.
That's my name.
Suggested that you did not report the abuse or the injuries to Aaron Filati. Do you recall that?
Objection, Your Honor, leading.
Your Honor, I'm entitled to go into what Ms. Vasquez asked.
Objection is to leading. I'll sustain the objection.
Okay. Did you report, what, if anything, did you report to Aaron Filati about the abuse you sustained on 12/15/25?
Objection, leading and hearsay.
Approach.
Looking forward to this one. Sidebar.
You just can't put what, if any, and
I can't hear you. I've got an ear infection.
You can't put what, if any, in front of a whole statement and say you're directing her directly to that. There are ways to ask the question. You just can't ask it in those ways.
So if I'm going to, Your Honor, I would like to do a preview.
Sure.
There's notes from Aaron Filati's records that were excluded from 12/16.
Okay.
Ms. Vasquez read from 12/17.
Okay.
I'm going to now bring in 12/16 prior consistent statement because she was impeached with 12/17 from the hotel about the injuries to Aaron Filati.
In fact, Aaron Filati documented the day before that, quote, client states JD was inebriated, client states disagreement escalated, and states husband abuse to head. Client denies loss of consciousness, headache and closed eye. I would encourage client to notify Dr. Kipper and then go to emergency room. Client declines, states friend Rocky was here, and that husband will not be able to enter the home. This is a direct response to, this is a prior consistent statement, Your Honor. Ms. Vasquez asked her about 1217, which is in evidence.
Right.
And suggested that she didn't tell her about it. Then she went and got that Dr. Kipper wrote and suggested that she didn't tell him about the incident. So she's suggesting she falsified the incident. This is a prior consistent statement to Nurse Filati. So I'm going to...
Your Honor, it's hearsay. It's hearsay.
Well, she's saying she's not using it for... She says exception to hearsay is a prior consistent statement.
Correct.
But it's still double hearsay, Your Honor, because it's not Ms. Heard's statement. It's Ms. Heard's statement allegedly to a nurse, and it's recorded on a document. That's double hearsay. That's still double hearsay. The nurse isn't testifying to that.
That's the whole point of having an exception to hearsay.
No, you still can't get over...
I understand. I see what you're saying.
And you need an exception.
And there's a medical records exception.
No, there isn't.
Who is CT?
Client.
Oh, client. Okay.
By the way, my question wasn't what injuries did you tell Aaron Filati about, which would have elicited that testimony perhaps, but you still have to get over the 2 levels of hearsay, and she doesn't have an exception for the 2 levels of hearsay.
I don't agree. A prior inconsistent statement is an exception to the hearsay rule. So is the medical record.
But medical record, you still have to get over the hearsay in the medical record.
You have to get over the hearsay.
It's not hearsay.
Anyways, where we're at.
Correct. She's trying to offer it.
You two are so stupid. It's specifically intended to impeach her, and it suggests that she did not tell Aaron Filati about the injury. And she brought up the 1217 note, which is in evidence.
I did not.
All right. This is what I'm going to do. I'm not going to allow this into evidence because it is double hearsay. But because it is a prior consistent statement, if you want to ask her, did you tell on 1216, did you tell the nurse about your injuries? I'm going to allow that because that would be a prior consistent statement. But I'm not going to allow the notes in. Okay, does that make sense?
It's just, I know the jury doesn't get to see that. And they see 1217 and they're misled.
But you have a hearsay issue inside of that. I'm allowing you to ask the question for prior inconsistent statement because I think that's appropriate, okay?
Just what? And not reading in?
And not reading in the note. Just an open-ended question. What did you ask her?
Well, and then I also have text message exchanges between Aaron Filati and Amber Heard on 1216 about this. This is Defendant's Exhibit 535, Your Honor. And for the record, what I want to move in is Plaintiff's 46A to add to the 1216-15.
Which part are you saying is a prior consistent statement here?
She's telling her about the headache, and it goes through, and then she finds her. I think the 3rd page, Your Honor, is an exception.
Show me the prior consistent statement.
Your Honor, I'm going to just object that none of this should be admitted.
Well, the prior consistent statement. Go ahead.
Prior consistent statements cannot be admitted into evidence because they're used to rehabilitate the witness.
Right.
But it cannot be admitted into evidence.
Right.
Elaine.
So you can ask her the question. I'm not going to allow the documents.
They have to be open-ended, and they can't be quoting. It's hearsay.
You can't quote the text. You can't quote the notes. Just say, on 1216, did you report to the nurse any injuries? Does that sound okay?
That's fine, Your Honor. And just for the record, Your Honor.
And did you text with the nurse?
And did you text her about your injuries? But that's it, okay?
All right.
And just for the record, Your Honor.
Okay.
I didn't impeach her.
Scroll, Jeff, scroll.
I was just waiting for the permission.
On this incident. I didn't impeach her on this incident. I asked her if she had any injuries.
We're not going to impeachment. Just prior consistent statement. That's fine.
Okay. Thank you.
Open court.
Oh my
But
God.
not for very long.
Okay, but I do have something to say here. This is kind of a revelation, though, because I was under the impression that she had never reported anything to these people. Now, I'm under the impression that even if she did report something, she was making it up and she was trying to set him up, right?
She did report. That was a document where it accidentally called her a well-nourished male instead of female, and she made a big deal out of that. And she decided that because they left off 2 letters, that meant that the entire document was incorrect. It was when she went in and she claimed to have a concussion. She claimed that she had been like hit in the head. That was the incident. She claimed that she had a concussion. They checked her out and they told her to go to the ER, but she never did that.
Yeah, and then interesting again, if Filati told her in this instance that she suggested she go to the hospital and then she failed to do that as well.
Exactly.
So was she trying to get her personal staff, her nurse, her, the doctor that was on staff, to write some sort of damning report, and they wouldn't do it? They were just like, go to the hospital if you think these things have happened.
Well, I mean, right? I remember what exactly was in the report. And in the report, she talked about having what she thought was a head injury, and they didn't notice any bruising on her face. They didn't notice any marks on her that were consistent with what she, described as potential abuse. So. Yeah. So that was that. But I remember the document because she made a big deal because all of the Amber Heard stands would make like Twitter names called like, well-nourished male, to point to the fact that like this was a big smear campaign just because somebody made a typo, which let me just tell you, people make weird typos all the time. It doesn't mean that the document itself was incorrect. The document was actually a thorough record of the fact that she came in there for the purpose of making a record when there was nothing there was nothing evidentiary about abuse whatsoever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
H is a dude. Makes sense. Dude looks like a liar. Oh, God. People suck so much. What is wrong with people?
They're greedy.
Oh, geez, my.
I don't class Amber as people, though.
I mean, she's technically human. That was the one thing I agreed with her about. She said, I am a human being, and that was the only true thing she's ever said in her entire interview with Savannah Guthrie.
Okay. Human being, yes. People, though, implies that there is more than one of these freaks on the face of the planet. It's a collective noun.
There are cute dogs that are more people than she is. I agree.
Yeah.
Elaine is people. She's made out of people.
Oh, she thinks she's people.
It's so cute. She thinks she's people.
So, Megan Fox.
Yeah.
What do you think? What are you thinking about Elaine?
Elaine?
Yeah.
I don't understand how she graduated law school. What is with the what if any? And good God. And she continues to do it. Even after being told by the judge, you can't just stick what if any in front of any statement.
Well,
I guess she forgot that class, and then she spent so long just doing settlements that she really didn't know how to behave in front of a judge.
I will say, though, watching the Maya Kowalski trial, her attorney, the plaintiff's attorney, is having a really hard time asking questions. He's just not. He's not very good at it. He's
very flat. His opening statements were so boring.
So boring, but he's really bad at asking questions. Like he just not his own witnesses don't understand his questions. So Elaine's not alone in this. I guess lawyering looks easier on television than it is. And I think that I would have a difficult time staying within the rules as well, asking these questions in exactly the right way to elicit the testimony that I want to get without being in violation of all these bazillion rules that are very hard to understand to me.
Flex says she's a wish lawyer.
Like she was just like a Make-A-Wish kid that never got better, that got better, and then they were like, oh, here, we'll give you a law degree, little girl. Sure.
But the interesting thing is we do actually have like video of Amber talking to her therapist.
We do?
What?
We do.
What are you talking about?
Oh, I can't wait for this.
I am not an animal. I am a human being.
This is the John Merrick story.
Yes,
Oh man.
Apologies to the estate of John Hurt for wrapping him up in Amber Heard, but
the elephant woman.
I am not an animal. I am a human. And I just like the dramatic Amber at the end.
Yeah, exactly. Straight. That is so funny. Do you see that chat? Elaine, if the comic strip Kathy became an attorney.
Oh no.
Oh, that's insulting.
Oh dear.
Yikes. I don't know if it's more insulting to Kathy or Elaine. I can't tell.
What was Kathy's catchphrase? I can't remember. She had like a little catchphrase.
I don't remember, but I used to love that comic strip.
Yeah. Oh dear. I just read it because it was next to Alley Oop in the Sunday papers.
I remember tearing through the paper looking for the comics section. Oh, good times. Papers don't really exist anymore. I mean, they do, but
you're only old, Megan, if not only did you reach for the Sunday comic section, you also used Silly Putty to remove the images.
Oh yes. Oh yeah.
I've done that.
Done that tons of times. Are you kidding?
All right.
Silly Putty is the best. Could entertain myself for hours with that.
She may not be an animal, but her pets seem to be toilet trained better than her. Oh, voodoo berry.
Which is really saying something, because I'm pretty sure that they had to clean, they had to like replace the carpet completely at the flat in London because she didn't take her dogs outside and they had to pee on the carpet because she was a neglectful owner.
See, I'm thinking about giving voodoo berries like a yellow card. That wasn't a penalty box thing. I think that was just like a warning.
I mean,
quick, Burberry, pull out the reverse card.
All right. Well, Bredehoft wants to approach. She's a reproachful human being.
The cliff? Like she going off with all the other lemmings? I hope so.
Lemmings.
May I approach?
I guess. I don't know. I don't know where we are.
20.
Down at the very bottom.
20. Okay.
Sidebar.
They've been...
Prior consistent statements can't be testimony that's in evidence. That's not how it works.
Well, they brought in Dr. Kipper's notes from 1217, alleging that she didn't say anything about it. In 1217, she's appearing in front of Laurel Anderson.
Again, prior consistent statements can be permitted. You're asking about testimony that's not her consistent statement.
Well, Ms. Vasquez got to talk about it.
That's not prior consistent statements, though. I'm going to sustain the objection. You can move on.
Open court. You've got one job, baby. Oh, this stupid woman. I just love how her two arguments against the objection are, well,
she got to do it.
She got to do it. Why don't I get to do it?
She got to put in Dr. Kipper's notes. Although, I mean, I am a little confused. Like, it is confusing for non-lawyers to be like, well, how come Kipper's notes were admitted, but Filati's notes weren't? You know, it is confusing. Why is that?
I think it depends on the type of statement that is made and the pertinence to the line of questioning, no? I'm not sure what the notes referenced, but I think that might go to answering your question.
Mm-hmm.
Not a lawyer, but
me, I'm not officially paying attention because
the lawyers in the stream are the ones who should be answering this question.
You closed the PDF, Jeff, so you're gonna have to. Find
I
your place again.
PDF file, so
Oh, Jeff.
I'm
no.
trying to find out where we were again. So that's
Well, do we have many more sidebars left for day 18?
Not well. We still got a few. We're probably going to get. This was a bad day in court for everybody involved. Reopen, close PDFs. Yes, restore them. Oh,
okay. So that was the one on 5392.
Yeah. Yep. I went back in the stream.
There you go.
So 53
Lawyers in the stream. That is what you are.
Flail away with me. 5392. I can do this. That's 5330. 5343.
5399.
5375. What's our big long thing there? Okay, there we go. All right, that's where we are. So now we just do Control F, sidebar, and that takes us to where we need to be.
Does it though?
Away with me.
Hey, did you guys hear about that kid that was kidnapped in upstate New York by me? By a pedo? Yes, this kid was kidnapped from a campground where she was camping with her family, a 9-year-old taken by
Charlotte, yeah,
by a
I saw
pedo, and they found her because this creepazoid went and put a ransom note in her parents' mailbox, and they got him from his fingerprint from her prior arrest.
What an idiot!
So she's
what
not
a fucking dumbass.
She's not dead or anything, thank goodness. But he had her for like 4 days.
Oh my god! I'm so glad they found her.
But what does that have to do with you kidnapping her?
I don't know why they said that. I didn't say that. I said, did you hear about the kid that was kidnapped by me? Not out by me, where I live. Out
near you?
Near you.
Yes. Enunciation, Megan. You made it sound like you'd committed the kidnapping.
It did.
I didn't mean by me.
I thought somebody named Megan Fox or the actress Megan Fox perhaps had committed this, and I was just
in my area.
For future reference, did you hear about the kid that was kidnapped near me?
Near me.
Near her.
Yeah, not by me. That's a stupid thing to say.
Yes, not by her. It has nothing to do with her area.
It has nothing
in her neighborhood.
The FBI has entered the chat, Megan.
Oh, that is not what I meant to say.
Hello, FBI guys. How you doing?
Yeah, you heard kidnapped by me. Yes,
Yeah,
sorry about
This
that.
kid Griff's Megan, not a kidnapper Fox.
Well, now we know that you live near the poor little victim, and you might have framed the guy and made him put his fingerprint on the letter that you wrote. So I'm glad you got away with it. We like having you here.
This is like Steve Gosney and the Missing K-Bar. This is bad.
Megan Fox, look at me. Look at me. I'm the Elaine now.
Oh my goodness.
Oh dear.
But I do think when a guy like that with a history of, offenses against children kidnaps a kid, shouldn't he just go straight to the chair? Like, do we need this is a dangerous person. This is like a mad dog roaming around that needs to be put down. I don't know why we're just gonna charge him with first-degree kidnapping. He'll probably get 15 years, and he'll be back out on the street to do it again.
Yeah, no, I'm with you on that one. Yeah, I thought I was anti-death penalty after I read Steve's book because Steve has a very virtuous take, but then I look at people like that and I'm like, no, I can't in good conscience.
I'm anti-death penalty except for the people who hurt kids, and those people I think should get instant chair.
Well, one of Steve's greatest arguments, I think, is like, would the juror specifically, personally go and knife the person? Would they go and do that? And in cases of people like that, yeah, I would. I mean,
I would. Well, I think it's easier to say, would you push the button? Because the way we do it these days is you push a button. Yeah, I'd push the button.
Oh, I definitely, and I would sleep very soundly at night.
I think I would
it's easier to say thank you very much for that super chat, LC Merritt.
Look at me, sure. Look at me, sure. I'm the captain now.
and move on to Ms. Bredehoft. we can't spend 2 full days on one day of trial. It's hilarious. Oh dear
Sebastian.
God.
Hold on, my cat's snoring. Give me a second.
Yeah. Her cat's making noise. Ms. Bredehoft, Your Honor. Your Honor said I could redirect after the cross-examination when she...
Do you want to approach?
Sidebar.
You can redirect, but not hearsay. I mean,
hearsay and leading.
Your Honor, it's patently not fair for them to cross-examine and then, Your Honor, to say, that's for redirect. And I said, she's answering these questions and she's answering what Melissa's saying. She's testifying to it. This is Miss Vasquez testifying to these people, testifying to and asking them questions. And I object to that because it's not a proper way to do it. Your Honor said, that's for redirect. And now I'm trying to redirect.
You still can't redirect with hearsay.
Or leading.
I'm not sure from that question exactly. I mean, are you trying to get to what her testimony was when she testified? Because that's what she was talking about, was the testimony. The in-court statement that she made for a deposition that was played as a witness. Is that what you're trying to get to?
Yes.
Well, that's not what you asked.
Okay, all right, but it's not hearsay if it's an in-court statement. So I can ask that because
you're talking about her testimony. If she knows what her testimony was.
But you still can't lead the witness.
But you still can't lead.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Open court. You're muted. Hayden's muted.
Wow, Elaine.
Court.
Thank you.
Big temper tantrum from Elaine there. Jeez.
Oh my God, she just threw a little hissy.
That was funny. I liked the way you read that.
Me too. It was really good.
Says,
best delivery so far.
Direct.
Oh, this poor woman. She's like, well, it's just patently unfair. They get to do things properly, but I can't improperly. And they did it. And then people are asking them, I'm just trying to answer these questions. And you said to ask the questions. And now I'm trying to ask the questions. And you don't let me.
But Your Honor, I'm learning about all of the court rules and what I'm allowed to do basically from what the more competent team of lawyers is doing. I can't. So you're telling me I can't do, but they just did it.
And I love Camille just stabbing her right in the face. Like, well, you still can't redirect with hearsay or leading.
And the judge is agreeing with every word. Or leading.
Oh God, her delivery and her personality just suits me so perfectly. I'm like, I'm Camille's my girl, 100%.
Elaine,
suppose I ask her something someone else said. Judge, that's hearsay. Okay. Suppose I ask her what she remembered that someone else said. Well, hearsay. I could hear her fists of fury.
Oh wow, hitting that laugh was great.
Oh, funny.
You can lead Elaine to an objection, but you can't make her accept it.
Oh, that's so good.
Oh dear. Well, Joseph DiMartino says, well, he needed killing, Your Honor. Back to what we were talking about.
Some people do.
Yes, they do. Oh God, now I'm starting to feel Jeff. I'm just saying, starting to feel pity for this woman, but then I just realized, no, I don't. No, it's on the phone. Jeff, you can do a good Miss Piggy voice. Now is the time for Elaine. I really can't do the Miss Piggy voice because it's like Kermit the Frog in drag is what it is. I can't do that.
Yeah.
I can do the Kermit the Frog voice, but I can't get it up into the Miss Piggy register.
Oh, Kermit.
Because I have testicles.
Yeah, she's really way up there, isn't she, Miss Piggy?
She's like right about here.
Today on UFO Mania, flying saucers and their extraterrestrial pilots. Every year,
wish I could find my pants.
Every year, thousands of them.
Yeah, I just can't get up into that register. And it's like weirdly below my falsetto. So
and it has to be a man doing it because a woman doing it sounds too feminine. And
it's not as funny.
You need them. It's not funny at all. You need the male in that register. Funny. Right. Yeah. You just need the male in that register.
It is. It's like right between my normal high and the beginning of my falsetto. So I just can't get there. It's when Kermit goes nuts and wears Miss Piggy skin. It rubs the bacon on its skin.
Oh God.
Ew.
Oh no.
Insert cocaine Kleenex here.
Oh no.
That's something.
Oh, speaking of cocaine Kleenex here, I highly recommend, as one of the greatest movies ever made, Cocaine Bear. I just finished watching.
Oh, you watched it?
Oh, was it
That
good?
is the greatest movie ever made. Just
Excellent.
hands down. Cocaine Bear is one of the best movies ever to come down the pike.
We needed Cocaine Bear because it's like everything is woke and stupid, and it's like we needed something that was just about like bears and cocaine, just nothing political, no alphabet people, nothing about like and global warming. It's just a bear just ate a ton of cocaine and he's just gonna rampage. It's what society needs right now, desperately. I still have to watch it.
It's a fantastic movie. I cannot recommend Cocaine Bear high enough. Drex kept trying to get me to watch it, and it just sounded stupid. And then I watched it because it came on Netflix, and it's a brilliant movie. It looks absolutely retarded because it is. That's the whole point.
Exactly. We need stuff like that. Balance.
No, yeah, it is absolutely. It is the stupidest movie ever, and it's great. There's just nothing about it, and it was so that we were just talking about cocaine, so I just wanted to bring that up. Well, for example, here's because when I was texting Chandler trying to get her to watch it over the weekend because I thought it was hilarious. And like if you go on imdb.com and you look at your movie, and then they have like some of their people's favorite quotes from the movie. The one quote from Cocaine Bear on IMDb says Cocaine Bear : rawr.
It is a memorable quote. I saw that in the trailer, and that bear delivered that line perfectly.
Yeah.
I don't know who hired that bear, but the casting was excellent.
And there's all this stuff going on in the background too. Like these guys are standing in front of this advertising billboard for this local cave, and it just says, "Come visit the original glory hole."
Yeah.
It's advertising for this big cave, and then because it was hilarious because it takes place in 1985 when the very, very loosely based upon real event took place. But it takes place in 1985, and about halfway through the movie, I sent Chandler this text saying, "I'm at the halfway point now, and I've just realized that the movie's soundtrack is a playlist of the absolute worst songs from the 1980s." It's great. I mean, it's just like the absolute worst deals. Like there was a big scene with Depeche Mode's "I Just Can't Get Enough," which is like the absolute worst Depeche Mode song that's ever been made. And there's like 12-year-old kids eating a tablespoon of cocaine each. It's just hilarious.
Well, that spoiled the whole thing. I still want to watch it.
No, I mean, that's literally 3 seconds of just the stupidest movie ever. It is so awesome.
Is
if you
it
want to
is
laugh,
it better or worse than Snakes on a Plane?
Way better.
Ooh,
way better.
Oh, come on, because in the history of stupid movies, that one has got to be one of the stupidest.
Cocaine Bear is way better.
How did the snakes get on the plane? That's what I want to know.
In somebody's luggage, they were like being transported, and they snuck out. This is
Cocaine Sharknado.
Cocaine Sharknado.
Yeah.
Yes. That's gonna be episode 2 because we know that sharks are apparently eating bundles of cocaine that are getting dropped into the ocean. There is a story there. Listen to me, Hollywood. There is a story there that should be used.
Huh.
Cocaine shark.
Bigger apex predator. Yeah, I had a friend who worked on all of the Sharknado movies. That's one of the perks of being an LA person is I know celebrities like that. So
yeah. No, just everybody do yourself a favor. Watch Cocaine Bear on Netflix. I guarantee nobody will ever regret it. This is from Hayden.
God,
I bet she slapped
face. Oh, that face.
Amber Heard has a punchable face.
She totally does.
Do you think Cocaine Bear is scary? But I'm not going to read Viagra Dolphin. Let's go.
We got to get moving. I got to get my Halloween decorations up. Come on, folks.
And I've got to go to sleep. So you got to. Where are we at here? Okay, you still can't redirect.
I got to decorate my house.
All right,
and I have to talk to Steve Cosby.
Oh, do you?
I do. I have a Zoom meeting with him.
Oh, fancy schmancy. Aren't you special? All right. Here we go. The court begins.
All right. Do we have any preliminary matters before we bring in the jury? Of course we do.
Sidebar.
I'm on the wrong page. What the hell?
Where are you?
I don't know.
We're on 5068.
Yeah, I'm like 500 pages ahead.
Oh, did we finish?
This is
What
day
page are you
18.
on, Hayden?
No, we're still day 18.
What page are you on, Hayden?
Literally 5,500.
Huh,
I thought we
you
got to the.
don't
I
say.
thought we got to the end of day 18.
Yeah, I thought we did too.
So I opened up day 19, and I'm literally on the first page.
Huh. Well, there you go then. So we did get through it. Yay!
Wait, did we
got
finish
through
everything?
day 18.
Did we actually?
We got through day.
Oh.
Well, not everything. We got through
Okay.
day 18.
Cool.
Ooh, well. We can call it quits, or we can read 10 minutes of day 19.
Wait, but then what's this that we're looking at right now?
This is
Yes, that
the
says
beginning
The
of
top
day
of the
18.
document.
Yeah,
It's the what? Sorry, I didn't hear you.
it's the top of
The top
day
of the
18.
document.
Oh.
No, we don't want to save anything. Well, do we want to go for 10 minutes, or do we just want to pull the plug? One's for pull the plug, two for go for 10 more minutes, chat. We're leaving it up to you. One, if you just want to go about your day. Two, if we should just read a little bit more. One, Megan Fox responds to one. And Megan Fox is the only one voting. So
Damn it.
Twos, lots of twos. All right, there's only 2 ones. Okay, so 1. Okay, Megan's still voting for 1.
Wait, what's a one
Megan's
again?
still voting for 1. One is to leave. 2 is to stick around for a little bit longer. Of course, Flux wants 69. All right, just because you all are degenerates and can't do this properly, including Megan Fox, we're just going to read 10 more minutes.
Damn it.
What?
All right. Fine.
Oh,
Fine.
I want to see your Halloween decorations. I bet they're spooky.
They are. They're really spooky and fun. And we made a lot of them. So I need to get them up. But that means I have to mop the floor first and dust some things. And then
Funny, that was one of my father's favorite things to threaten me with. I'll mop the floor with you. All righty. Well, here we are. Of course, again, it's the beginning of the day, day 19. And it starts off with the bailiff saying, "All rise, please be seated and come to order."
All right. Good morning.
Mr. Chu.
Oh, shit.
See, this is why I wanted to pull the plug. No one's paying attention.
This
Good
is why
morning, Your Honor.
I wanted it so Hayden could read something.
Do we have any preliminary matters before the jury comes out?
Oh, just a couple, Your Honor.
All right.
May we approach?
Yes, sir.
Sidebar.
The first one is, Your Honor, requested a set of the orders for the jurors.
Everybody signed on this?
Yes.
Yes, Your Honor.
I'll sign on this.
I read it carefully.
I'm sure. I'm glad you took your time.
Oh my God. That's just like the most, congratulations. You want a little gold star on
Yeah,
your
you want a
forehead,
gold medal?
Chu?
I can't believe that. You want a sticker? You want a
Yes, I'll get you a gold star.
As much as I love Ben too, it's a little, yeah.
We just added the one paragraph at the end about...
Okay, get that order out, okay?
Thank you.
All right, next.
And then we just wanted for Rocky Pennington's deposition. There's going to be a number of photos shown, and we just wanted to address any issues before.
Okay, all right.
I think what Ms. Myers and I agreed on when we did the deposition designations is we didn't bring the photos in front of Your Honor. We just said any testimony that Your Honor allows in that references a certain photo, that the photo comes in.
That photo will be shown.
But I wanted to just make sure we're all on the same page. Some that have been plainly admitted into evidence as they're going to be shown.
All righty.
And then there's a group that were shown to Ms. Pennington that Ms. Myers and I agreed would come in if Your Honor lets the testimony in.
Sure.
That has the timestamp on them.
So I think we're going to take the same position as yesterday, that there's a lack of foundation for including the metadata.
Okay.
Well, and we would argue two things. Number one, that wasn't what we agreed on when they came in. So this is Different witness. We agreed that the pictures would come in. We never discussed. Ms. Myers never objected to the metadata coming in when we made the agreement several weeks ago. So that's the first argument.
Okay.
The second argument, Your Honor, is that I know we handed up some case law, but...
I know.
But these are plainly not hearsay under the Cadem v. Commonwealth.
I understand the hearsay, but the problem is the foundation part. Actually, you keep saying metadata. This actually isn't metadata. This is just from an iPhone, which I can go in and I can change my listings for these on my iPhone, and it will show up as a different date and a different location. Metadata is something that is extracted from the phone and is with the file, and it would show that I had changed the location. That's metadata. So...
Okay.
I understand you keep calling it metadata, but your position is it's metadata. My position is it's something that can be changed. Sorry, when they send judges to computer forensic school down in Alabama, these things happen.
Yeah. Mr. Rottenborn, you keep using this word. I do not think it means what you think it means. That's funny. Oh, I thought you were just making that up. She actually said that. That's funny.
She said, sorry, but when they send judges for computer forensic school down in Alabama, these things happen.
I thought you were just being Megan Fox critical of them. What was going on here? That's funny.
I remember this. I actually remember this because this wasn't a side. This was preliminary. The jury wasn't in the room, and they put this on the cameras, didn't they?
Oh, well,
because I remember her saying that, and I laughed out loud.
Well, I don't envy you having to go that far.
It's the industry.
But Ms. Heard did testify that she did put those on here. She gave the foundation testimony.
Well, I understand that. But again, anyway, that's my ruling.
Okay.
On this.
Your Honor, I just wanted to make a record of that.
I appreciate it.
Oh, wait. Why is Rottenborn suddenly became Ellen? Well, maybe that's why, maybe I thought it was Ellen DeGeneres. Sorry. Your Honor, I just wanted to make a record of that.
I appreciate it.
Can I take one more shot at this?
Okay.
Mr. Depp, you'll remember he introduced the two pictures of him with alleged bruises on his face that very clearly had this on them. He testified that one was taken by Sean Bett.
Uh-huh.
And that's of a different nature than this, I believe. So we believe at a minimum, if the jury, number one, we believe that they've waived this by agreeing to this coming in as is, but...
Well, this is the problem with depositions. It's the same thing with you wanting to de-designate things.
I understand.
The trial is fluid.
Well, I totally respect Your Honor's decision, but we would ask that this be published. That's of a different nature than that.
Okay.
All it does is show the time.
All right. Any objection to these?
I think we moved our objection of having them come in. Same with the ones the other day. The ones that they're referring to, they didn't object to the timestamp at the top.
Well, I understand, but what would be the objection to the timestamp?
Well, that's plainly metadata.
Yeah, but that can't be changed the same way?
That I don't know. Didn't cover that in my class.
The case law says that in order to get rid of metadata, they have to do more than assert that it can be changed. They have to.
I understand. Well, I still don't think it's metadata. I'll allow it at this time, but we can get rid of that, okay? But can we get rid of it? We can get rid of that. Yeah.
Well, thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor.
We don't need to go through every exhibit. Your ruling applies to each of them.
That's fine.
Are you comfortable with that?
For the record, do you want to name the exhibits or do you want to just...
I think we'll just take them as they come.
Okay.
If you'll all notice anything, we can come up with the only exhibits with Ms. Pennington are photographs, and there's several that have already been admitted without metadata. And the ones that have to have them admitted...
Are you going to show them during the deposition? Judy's going to get mad at you.
Well, that's the first time I've done that yet. Yes, we'll show them, but we'll have this redacted.
Okay, thank you.
Open court.
All righty then. There we go. We'll pick up. Are you all available tomorrow?
Possibly, maybe.
Yeah, I'll have to get back to you now. Now with the time difference, it's a little bit rougher when it comes to the travel. So
I think so. I think I'm available.
I think I am in the morning. Yeah.
All right. Well. Okay. Well, if you can make it, Hayden, please do, but don't compromise your sleep, and so that you're able to drive safely across the country or however far it is you have to drive.
Dashing through the bush in a rusty old and ute.
Well, sometimes you just need to dash through the bush.
I'd make I'd make a bush joke, but let's move on.
I just tried.
Yeah.
And see, another reason to watch Cocaine Bear is the park ranger lady. She's the most hilarious person ever. She's just this dumpy old lady. And the guy that plays Cameron, the gay guy on Modern Family, plays just like this loser guy that loves her. He's like the park ranger wannabe guy.
Eric Stonestreet, I think. Yeah.
No, Jesse, what's his face?
Oh, him. I don't remember his name.
Yeah, the redhead, the ginger, if you will. Yes, he walks into the station, and of course they're in this little relationship. And he just looks at this little. They have like stuffed animals all over the ranger station. He's like, "Oh, your beaver's dusty." He says, "Yes, I'm working on it." It's just kind of these little lines in the whole movie. It's just great. Cocaine Bear is the best movie ever.
I'm excited to see it,
and it works. It works well because I've just been informed that it is Fat Bear Week 2023. So,
I think that's a different thing, Hayden. I'm not sure.
Might be like yeah, maybe not what you think it is.
Well,
it's legitimate actual bears. Apparently, they watch for them on trail cams because they're getting fat for hibernation.
I gotcha.
I still don't think it is. I think that's like the gays going wink, wink. Let's just tell them that's what it is. But well, Flux at the beginning of the stream suggested we call this Sidebars. So I'm just kind of wondering what
after the infamous typo from Law and Crime. Sidebar, no sound.
From what I saw, Amber Heard is the cocaine bear.
Let's see. Cocaine use, mauling of somebody else, shitting in the woods.
Okay, so you do celebrity death match, Amber Heard versus Cocaine Bear. Who would win?
Yeah.
Who would win?
Oh, unfortunately, I have to give the win to Amber because she's going to throw bottles and make a bottle of Maker's Mark. So
it's true.
She's got
those flying. Yeah. She's got those flying arms with the vodka bottles that just.
Oh no, she got graped with the Maker's Mark. She threw a bottle of vodka.
And she throws the.
Do you realize how insane it is that I actually got this much happened in this trial that I got those mixed up? Like, insane.
Oh Lord!
Cocaine.
I'm just being gauche.
Oh.
Wow. All righty. Yeah, I've never gotten past the side bears.
Oh. All right, I gotta.
All right.
I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up my computer downstairs while I mop my floor, and we're going to watch on my channel. Today, Maya Kowalski's dad is testifying, so I'm going to rewind and we'll watch that testimony while I clean my floors.
Did Maya testify the
Not
next
yet.
day? Like, oh, good.
Not yet.
I was understanding that she was going to testify, but not in front of the jury. That was
that would be odd.
I saw that somebody had written, and maybe this is incorrect, but that she had testified outside.
No,
of
it
the
was
presence
just
of the jury.
she did, but it was just a preliminary question they had for her. It was about laying a foundation for a journal that she wrote.
I mean,
so it was an evidentiary issue, and she had to tell the judge. So they swore her in to answer a couple questions about the journal, but nothing. It wasn't her testimony. It was just testimony about evidence.
Okay, I've missed a lot of it, so I'm you're the authority because you know.
Yeah, she hasn't taken the stand yet in front of the jury, but she will. Her dad is on the stand now, so I'm gonna fire it up and clean my floors and stuff and decorate for Halloween while we watch it.
Do you have a stream set up yet?
No, but I will.
Alas, I cannot redirect.
No, you can't redirect because it's going to take me a couple minutes to get it set up anyway. Because I'm going to have to drag all my equipment downstairs, set it up on the thing, and you know, because I can't sit in my office all day. I've got to get up and move, and I've got stuff to do. So I have to be walking around. The last stream I did, I was cooking in the middle of it. I was doing we were watching the trial. I was making roasted red pepper soup because honest to God, I cannot sit at this desk for hours and hours during and it was so good. It turned out so good. And then I made
I love roasted red pepper soup. I love the one from Trader Joe's, but I bet your homemade version is so much better.
So it's just like Chipotle soup then?
Homemade is always better.
It's not like it doesn't have like, I don't put, mine's more Italian seasonings. Like I do fresh basil, roasted red pepper, salt, garlic, tons of roasted garlic.
Oh, I love roasted
garlic.
That sounds
roasted onion. And then I blend them all together and it's really good.
Yum.
And lots of olive oil.
This is what the hate mail was.
What?
It was because last time we talked about something at the end. It was like drinks. It was a cocktail recipe or something we were talking about, like the amaretto sour or whatever the hell it was.
Oh, my cider apple sour. Yeah.
It was like, that recipe thing at the end, that was just as stupid as the 17 minutes of bullshit you do at the beginning of every other stream. That's what.
If you don't like that, do not join meganfox.locals.com, okay? Because that's like all I do over there is just cook and clean and talk about house stuff. I mean, I watch documentaries and stuff. I don't know. I prefer the stuff of life. To tell you the truth, I love it when Jeff makes drinks on stream. Although I'm with you, Jeff, it's very hard to make a drink when you're seated.
See, people think it's it's easy. It's not.
No,
it's
not
really,
easy.
Really difficult.
Well, there's a reason why I understand. It's easier.
Tankrat gifted 20 Legal Vices memberships about an hour and a half ago. Thank you so much, Tankrat. I just saw that now. You're super awesome. And if anybody's still here that got one of those memberships, give them a super special thanks. Tankrat is the man. So Megan Fox is going to be doing a stream here in just a quick second. Watch that. And what about you, Ozzy? Give us your outro.
So, where are we? In 7 hours, just under, I will be doing my usual law news and laughter. Today, we're going to be talking about Fet Bear Week. We're also going to be talking about how the US Marine Corps is out of camouflage. Bet you didn't see that coming. And we're also going to be in our case. Shut up.
I see what you did there.
In our case notes, we're going to be looking at a cheerleader who is suing her high school for some next-level bullying when they didn't intervene. So catch that all and more on Law News and Laughter starting at 6 p.m. Eastern.
Yeah, that took me about a second and a half to catch that.
I'm curious about the cheerleader. That's interesting because it sounds like it could be like victim culture, but it could be really bad also. So
she's suing for $6 million, so it better be bad.
Oh,
Flux got it too. That was a good one. Chandler Remington, give us your outro grift.
Sure. I'm Chandler Remington. I'm a paralegal from Los Angeles, California. You can follow me on Twitter. You can follow me on YouTube at Remy, REMY_legal. Tonight I'm going to be on Chrissy Mayer's podcast, so that's going to be exciting. That's going to be at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And other than that, I'm going to be hanging out with Pearl of Just Pearly Things. She's starting a new network called, I think, the Audacity Network. And we're going to be doing a stream on Saturday, so that should be a lot of fun. And then other than that, I'm going to be doing F-Feminism this week at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Friday. So just talking about how feminism is terrible. Probably will be able to get Talk with Sally on, and that'll be awesome.
Big Fadden says, can you link Megan? I'm just getting videos about the actress's weird thumbs.
Oh, no. God. Listen, go to meganfox.locals.com. Follow me there, turn on notifications. You don't have to pay for it to follow me, and you don't have to pay for it to get notifications. You will get every notification of where I'm streaming. I will post the YouTube links, I will post the Rumble links, and I will be on Locals. If you are not following me there, why? Why are you so lazy? Go to meganfox.locals.com. It's the only place where you're actually going to get notifications and correct links. Don't rely on YouTube. Don't rely on, I mean, definitely subscribe to me on YouTube, but it doesn't matter if you say, set notifications, they won't give them to you. So there's nothing I can do for you. If you will not follow me on Locals, you're not going to get the notifications, period.
And if you want to avoid the thumbs on YouTube, it's Megan Fox Writer.
Yeah, that is what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, and guys, look, YouTube really has been fucky with the notifications. I actually ran a poll on stream yesterday, and I think it was 60% of people responded that they hadn't received a notification from my channel in a week.
Oh shit!
Wow.
I forgot to do my poll. I forgot to do my poll today. Thanks.
I get Jeff's notifications. He is the only person whose notifications that I get that I'm subscribed to. I swear to God, nobody else. I don't get Ricada Law's notifications. I don't get anybody else's notifications, just Jeff's.
Maybe try turning them off and turning them back on again. That might work.
I don't know what the hell is going on.
That's
Universal
the way
fix.
it should be.
Universal fix.
That's the way it should be, Megan. It should only be getting.
Well, see, I know that there's something fucky with the way that they've got the notifications set up. So it's not just that you have to hit the bell, it's that you have to hit the bell, and if you have it personalized, you won't necessarily receive things. So you have to hit notifications and change it to all notifications from that individual streamer. Because someone complained that it would turn notifications on for everybody and they get it flooded in. No, it's literally you turn it on for all notifications for that particular streamer.
But here's the thing: you can search it if you want. It's a truth. They only notify about 25% of the people that have the notification buttons clicked. That's the thing.
Oh, for God's sakes!
Yeah, Anna, that Star Wars girl, did a whole bit on that. How they learn about 25% of the people that sign up for notifications.
Well, Christ, given that according to YouTube Analytics, about 10% of my viewership actually even have that on. So 25% of 10% of my viewership are actually getting notifications.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah.
Fuck you, YouTube.
All right. Well, my brain
bad.
leads me down some really bad paths. But for me, tomorrow we'll be doing more of this with whoever can attend. Thursday will be OJ Simpson, our weekly OJ Simpson trial, hopefully with Chandler Remington, my co-host. Friday will be YNW Melly update, and we'll see what happens from there. Again, YouTube, Legal Vices, Twitter. If you want me to be, if you want to help find the Twitterist in me, that's the thelegalvices.com. And we'll see you tomorrow, everybody. Thanks, mods. Thanks, chat. The Vice Squad chat is the best chat. We'll see you all later, as soon as I find the outro thing that I moved around.
Awkward pause.
Bye.